Hi everybody, I'm back. I have a little of the and now I'd like to read some notes that I had written quite a while ago, maybe a month or so ago, or 2 months. When check and mate are the game's opening move, the term resurrection may apply to varied situations and concepts, but were they broadly applicable to a wider spectrum denoting situations and concepts before Jesus Christ was crucified, the more likely impossibility of this is itself proves that Jesus did not rise from the dead, causing a new world to enter universal human language. Into intangibilities bottle when caricature and portrait are sheathed sword. When caricature and portrait are sheathed sword, and my own motifs rob my metaphors blind, the last train south does all aboard her passage of another sort, and the sun holds her seeking in her very own palm of hand. All beauty born of comparative incongruation cannot be lost in any translation, said had thought of all that being seems, known firsthand by the blind Argentine. When both night and day are lady to the Lord, and the best simplicity by convolutions, map, and compass wrinkles our skin as walking among the clean and sober. Just as night and day are by one another briefly eclipsed, my heart's pulse returns me from the edge of self, from the edge of something. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall drink morning, afternoon, and evening from now on. From the running waters he chose to always leave as if unstillable, balanced through the long and fruitful years of life between eternity and time. Time her own self thereby being the transubstantiated grape of infinity's vine. The two are incorruptible, in sync with one another, separate unity. They heal the wounds ourselves, and wait as long as lingering past place upon our souls. The soul mender said this: "You've been standing outside my gate for the length of 3 succeeding sunrises now. Why won't you knock on my door? The laws of our Creator only know an arbitrary measure. Understand how this arbitude separates, through and by their very and self-same unity, the Old and New Testaments. Traveler, I have found, upon my return from the hospital, a book that might have been left there by a man or woman of unknown personage and place. My room has been ramshackled by enemies within and without. Before remembering this book, reading this book among others, I lived by only one code, never heard another definitively, directly, or spiritually. Then, when these unseen ghosts of enmity locked my chamber, someone left me this book, The Philosophy of Christian Life, left hold to me to hold off while reading it. In other words, I become long previously crippled by a form of OCD. My crop of this previous time is harvest, new of poverty I never, in passing years, quite known. Because of this, I live not only as otherwise might have. Mind you, I'm employing a metaphor to enable you my own self-relentless train of thought, which leaves me vulnerable to depths of insomnia, causing every other day to be as might be every otherwise the wreck of a worsening ship, the scattering wood of which has been, with the words of this book, at times made newly able to walk the sometimes storm-tossed ocean waters. I get tired. Take a break for a while. I think I need to sleep for it. But that's how it goes. And, you'll see how this fits perfectly in with everything else. And Lovejoy Town. And that soon things are going to get better. Guaranteed. They have to. Oh, I just think. It came on me all of a sudden. I wasn't tired before. But